Yo, what up, guys? You know it's your boy, Lebo Rampedi the third, aka Bra Voice. Guys, we're back with another video, and welcome back to the vet. Yo, guys, today's episode is something that's close to my heart, and actually something that's gonna be really funny to watch. So today we're talking about being single. Now, I've been single for, well, on the record, I've been single for like a year and a half, etc. I haven't experienced a real relationship. So let's see what all that's about. Now, in terms of having a relationship, there's a lot that one person has to consider. How will I date? How will I what? And how will the finances make sense?
Being single.
It's like the opposite of being cuffed. Obviously, you guys know this. Now, in the year that I've been single, I am yet to say that this is fun.
You're lonely.
Let me repeat that. In the year I am single, I have yet to say that this is fun. Because, guys, being cuffed is a special type of woe. The acrylics at the back of the hair, the kisses on hello, goodbye. You know, that different type of love element. And when you are single, you are totally single. Now, here's the definition of single. From what you can see, this does not seem like a roller coaster ride at Gold Reef. This does not seem like it's a good time. This does not seem like a challenge. This is something that where you can just exist in general. What is it like being single in SA? Let me tell you now, being single in South Africa is something that in Nyaka, that thing called strength. Understand? It needs that thing called strength, in which you will have to tell yourself before you even become single, if you're in a relationship and wanting to leave your partner, one, don't do it. Talk to them, then do it. Two, every time you go out, someone will address the fact that you are single in SA. That is just like a premium fact that I can tell you now. And that made me think a lot about like, why am I single? Is it because I'm inadequate of finding love? Am I the problem in my previous relationships? I know I am. Maybe it's the women I date, you know? Maybe they didn't have stable homes which reflect into our relationships. Yes, that's true. No, I'm joking. And you know, I've just been asking myself, like, what do I define love as? What do I define self-love as? Because one thing about being single, like, you will read a lot of Pinterest quotes. That is just the fact. You will read a lot of Pinterest quotes. Self-love starts at home. I will reflect and focus on what you want to achieve. Spend time with yourself. Bro, I've been spending time with myself for 23 years. I don't like this brew. I want to spend time with other people's children. That's a joke. I really love myself. But the point is, I think we've created this bubble effect in which that if you are not in a relationship, you are at training camp with oneself. But that doesn't necessarily, from my opinion, that doesn't necessarily be the case. It's okay to be bored of yourself. It's okay not to improve yourself. It's okay to feel as if you don't have to improve yourself. Those things will happen naturally anyways. So for me, that was something that I always wanted to define. What is it like being single? I think this is why this video actually exists. So, obviously, in terms of being single, I thought it'd be a little fun thing to ask my exes, or rather my ex, one of my exes, a question, right? And ask her what she perceives being single as and etc. But I made sure that she remembers me. So I asked her, what's one thing you would say that you hate about being single? And she said, I wouldn't say hate, but reason why I wouldn't prefer being single would be my ideal partner who wasn't me.
The problem about you, Susan,
You love too much.
you fall in love easily.
Too much.
It's like you are desperate for love.
My ideal partner and I become one person. And there's just something amazing about doing things together, like grocery shopping or eating out or praying together or learning new things together. I read somewhere that God created relationships for a reason because he knows how powerful unity is. I wish you really felt like we're spending together. So craving partnership is normal. That's why holy monate when you're just with your person. I don't know. So she was speaking about companionship and etc., which wasn't expressed during our relationship, which is fine. But speaking to my ex about what she hates about being single made me realize that it's what we all hate about being single. I think we all crave some sort of companionship. To do life one man with no help at all is something so crazy. When you're dating, you become a team and you make decisions together and you realize what's best for the team and what's best for me and what's best for us. But when you're single, you are the team. And I think that makes it very kind of scary that you're responsible for your whole entire well-being. And it's, I guess, to a certain extent, very healthy because you do get to experience being alone with oneself. Like they say in the Pinterest code, spend time with yourself, self-love. Don't forget you, love yourself. You know this. Let me actually put some Pinterest codes here. These ones. If I edited that, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Because but yeah, I think being single also is a different definition for all of us. Which is why you should comment down below what being single means to you. But being single in your 20s and people are getting married, people are having kids, people are buying their first flat together, it can get a bit intimidating. Like I said, we live in this environment where if you are not posting a Prada bag that your boo bought you, he's not working hard enough. If you're not posting a bouquet of flowers that your partner has posted, that bought for you for Valentine's, he doesn't love you. If you're not posting date nights and 1 month, and you are letting us like you're a debit order. Your relationship is not a debit order to us. You are announcing every month you're together like it's a debit order, saying, hey guys, by the way, you're still single and I'm still here 1 month more. You know? Then your friend reaches 13 months, you realize you've done a full financial year plus 1. You know? So, yeah, man, like it's just really crazy because there is a lot of social pressure to be cuffed. I mean, when you get older, when you're younger, your parents are always telling you, leave girls alone, leave boys alone. What do you think you're doing with boys? And then when you're older, like really older, like they're like, yo, when are you gonna get married? What type of marriage you want? Like, what? You never trained me for any scenario. You never trained me to be cuffed. You never trained me to be single. So now in my singleness, I'm unaware of what I should be doing. Should I be dating? Should I not speak to boys or girls? Or should I not, like, what do I do when being single? And for me, thinking of that, I realized that I am addicted to dating. Get at the fun time, get at the restaurant, and I'm not ashamed of it. I like dressing up. I like getting my hair cut and going to see my boo. I like it. Shem, Nina, one thing about me, I love dating. I love a date. Zoo, take me there. Hike, walk me there. Food, catch me there. It's your life, knife and fork, with or without you. Because in my mind, in my single years, I'm supposed to be still having fun. Don't let that restrict you from not having fun. Another thing I asked my ex was, can you still fall in love while being single? She said definitely, which makes me very scared because how did she move on that fast?
Pain. Just pain and more pain.
Anyways, yes, anyways, as I was saying, how did you move on that fast? But you can still experience love around you while being single. And that's the love that you can give yourself, your family giving you love, for God's sake. Every time boom, man, make you pop and you didn't ask her, but she did make it. That's love, man. Or maybe you're surrounded by a couple and they're giving you advice about how to be in a relationship. That's love, man. Or maybe you stayed up an extra hour to watch Netflix, Euphoria, or whatever. That's love, man. Giving back to yourself is one of the most purest things you can do as a person, you feel me? And your single years are the most important because you're also reflecting on what type of relationship you want next. Now, if you think about it, you should be doing past papers during your single time. Hear me out. You should hear me out. You should be doing past papers during your single time because when you get back into a relationship, you want to be ready. You understand? And same thing if you don't get into a relationship, you want to be ready for that sort of independence and being singular as a person. You feel me? We speak about these concepts about being ready for a new next relationship. Like, I'm not always ready. Maybe we're both different, but I'm always ready. Like, I'm always ready. And I guess one thing I've always been insecure about being single is that maybe I'm looking in the wrong places, or I myself are wasting my energy into people. There's only a certain amount of time you can tell someone what's your favorite color before you change it. So me, every 12 goals I change my favorite color because I realize, no, maybe that's not my favorite color. Because that's how much time you get to think about it, being single, etc. Or you guys know the jokes. I won't say the jokes. Or you know, like, first date, they're asking you, do you have a present father? On a scale from 1 to 10, how bad is your mental health? You know, those type of questions on first dates. I'm joking, guys. You know, that's not first. Yeah, I'm joking. But yeah, man, like, I just feel as if that there's another topic I wanted to address. When single people meet other single people and then become non-singular for a week or two, or a month or two, it is okay. I want you to look me in the eyes right now. Look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes. It is okay. Because I want to explain to you that being single doesn't mean that you have to be lonely. Let me repeat that, because I think that's something that I had to take a long time to learn. Being single doesn't mean that you have to be lonely. You can see people, etc. And what you define that as is very important to communicate to another person. So you're not leading 106 men to war or 106 women to war, no. Being single doesn't mean that you have to be lonely, romantically speaking. You are allowed to experience bursts of love, or rather a continuation of love, because otherwise you were just always going to be alone. You feel me? A person like me who's clingy, who doesn't know how to be single, as you can tell from this video, still has a long way to go to defining himself and etc. And I know a lot of you guys are in my DMs. A lot of you guys are in my DMs. So I do see that people want to love me, you feel me? And I do see all those things. But I guess it's just a matter of, do I want to reciprocate that? Is that my ideal type of love? Is this my ideal type of partner? And being single, you get to reflect on that without any pressures. But people will try and pressure you into doing things that you're not ready for. Remember, guys, we're always speaking about boundaries, capacity, pain threshold, you know. What are you capable of and what are you not capable of? And that's okay if you don't want to be in a relationship. It's okay if you want to stay single. And it's okay if you want to be in a relationship. And it's okay if you want to be avoiding single. Don't let society determine and define you. Because society defines things in group settings, but not on a singular and individual level. You need to define what you are and like what you need and what you love and what are your boundaries and what's something that you hate to express or love to express. You know, if you say on your Tinder profile, I love long walks on the beach, and you live in Joburg, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That is okay. But yeah, man, I guess me being a young 20-year-old in my young adult years of my life, not really knowing what's next for me, you know, in terms of partnership and etc. I think that will always be scary for me, but that's because of my anxiety and etc. But on a real level, men want love too. I know Drake said girls need love too, but he lied. Summer Walker and him lied. It was me who said that. I said men need love too. So if you're watching this and you are a woman, please understand that there are times as men that we feel too insecure to tell you that we also want love. A love where we want flowers too. Or we want to wake up next to our partner. A love where we want to take long walks and just be to you until we like get tired. Or a love where you thinking spending time with your partner and getting ice cream is a date. You know, that those are the things that men are too scared to say, and I'm here to say them because that's what my platform is about. It's about saying my vent. You feel me? So anyways, closing this off, what have we learned? Defining love, don't ask your ex. Being single for a long period of time, why you do that? Do it again. It's okay to be alone with your thoughts. And 4, do past papers. It's okay to do past papers. And obviously, the most important, please like, share, and subscribe. So sorry guys, I didn't post on Tuesday. I was actually going through relationship problems while being single. That's mad to me, but we'll fix that. But love and light to all of you guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And next week I actually go to work, so next week the vlogs might be a bit slower because I'm still trying to see where my footing is in work and etc. But I love you guys. You're like, we're growing so fast and like shit, like we really be doing it. Like it just makes so much sense to be manifest. Love you guys.